you guys. A few days ago I posted a picture of the gifts I wrapped for Christmas time, which is something like this. And I've always been like, I've always loved decorating, and whenever I gift people, I like to make it look nice. Like, I'm just that type of person. And so my friends wanted me to show them how to make one, but since we all live so far away from each other, thought it would be easier to make a video. So I'm gonna make one. So enjoy! Okay, so the first thing that I would recommend doing is buying stuff ahead of time, obviously. So obviously you're going to be needing gift wrap paper, some ribbon. I like to get the ribbon that has wire with it, and this stuff I got for like $4. It says 8, but Hobby Lobby has awesome deals like all the time, and the ribbon is like, the Christmas stuff and the ribbon right now is like half off, like everything. So I got it for $4 and it's got like 90 feet. I got this stuff so you can like write names and stuff. Obviously tape, some scissors, and this thing you can also use it, you can cut paper, same thing. And if you're having a hard time, you can always use this stuff. It's like, it's gift trim, that's what it's called, but if you're having trouble like folding, sorry, that was my phone. If you're having trouble like folding the stuff, like the ribbon, you can just use this, and it also helps give it like a more decorative look. And last but not least, the most important one, the gift, whatever you're going to be wrapping around. That's a cheap gift I got at Walmart, so don't judge me. Okay, so let's get started. Okay, so I am on all fours because I don't have a tripod or a decent camera. I'm doing this out of my iPod. So that's why I'm like really pale right now too, is because of the sunlight. But I'm not a vampire. Anyways, so there goes my phone again. So anyways, the first thing we are going to be doing, and wow, that is not helping. Anyways, just ignore my pale face right now. The first thing we're going to be doing is we're going to be using gift wrap. And obviously we're going to lay it over the floor. The thing I like about this one is that it has like squares already like printed on there. So it makes wrapping a gift easier. So the first thing we're going to do is that we're going to measure out our gift, preferably a box. You can also use, if you're trying to wrap something cylindrical, it's a little harder, but I can always do it. I don't care. So the thing I like to do first, sorry about that, I'm probably going to take it out, but my phone fell. But anyways, we're going to be measuring it out. And what I like to do is I like to measure all the around sides. I like to have the front face down on the gift, and my gift just opened. And what you're going to be doing, let me try to get a better view for you guys, is you're going to be measuring somewhere, I would go a little bit over half on each side. So this one will take up like what, 3 squares, or 3 inches I believe. And this other side, I'll probably do the same. So I'm going to measure out 3 squares over on each side. It just makes it easier, and when you're wrapping, you won't have like an empty hole wherever, you know, you're folding it from. So let's see, 3 over here, 3 that way, measure out 3 this way, go down, fold 3 past, and then you're going to be cutting. So I'm going to make sure I got all this right. Oh, never mind. You're not going through this way. You're going over more. So what you could do is you could just do this. And then from here, just count out 3 more. And go all the way over here. up to this line. And I wasn't looking and I cut all crooked. Anyways, we should be fine. I hope. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna use scissors now. My little cutting tool got old. Yeah, should have just used these from the beginning. So anyways, I could just wrap this paper up and put it away. And like I said, I like to have the front side down. That way you don't have any of where you're folding it. And I mean, you can always have it up, but I think it looks nicer the other way. So you're gonna measure out your center. And I lost my tape. Here it is. You're gonna be putting tape. I usually put one because I don't like wasting tape, but most people put 3. I'll do 3 on this one. Perfect. And then obviously the other side. And if your line is really crooked, mine isn't, but if you don't like to see that, you can always kind of like fold it over and create like a nicer, neater cut or line if it shows. And again, you're gonna be wanting to use, like I said, I use 1, but I'll use 3 this time. Use 3 on each side. Someone really wants to talk to me. On each side. And voila. So the next part I would like to do, since this side keeps opening up, I'm just gonna close this side first. I like to fold the sides first and just kind of fold it nice and sharp. You don't have to put tape down, unless if it's necessary for you. Just tape whenever you need it. And then this side. So like this. And then usually where I have this part where both of them come together, I fold that one down first. And then this side. And I don't like it when it has this part right here where it's just kind of like there. So I like to fold it and make it look nicer. You could just fold it by like 1/2 inch or 1 inch. And just do that. And I think it helps it look nicer and neater. So you're going to close that. And then you're going to do the same for this side. And ta-da, we have that part down. So after that, you're gonna grab your ribbon. You're gonna want a lot of ribbon. All my gifts take up a lot of ribbon. So you're gonna lay your ribbon, I'm gonna scoot back. You're gonna lay your ribbon down like this, like so. And I like doing, you can do this in so many different ways. You can put it on the side, in the middle. I'm just gonna do mine in the middle. Make sure your ribbon is flat and not all twisted. You're gonna keep one side short, and then the other one you're gonna kind of want to wrap around like so, and make sure it doesn't fold. Okay, and then you have that part. You should have something like this. Just gonna go over it with you guys once more. Like I said, make sure it's all flat on the floor. Bottom side's down. you're gonna kind of want to go something like this where they meet in the middle. You're gonna keep one side short. You're gonna twist and kind of make a cross. Even it out. Tighten it a little. Bring it down and back over. And make sure it's still straight. You don't want it all twisted or whatever. So make sure it's like that. And then you make another twist right here just to kind of like keep it tight. And what I like to do is I like to measure them out so they can both be the same length. And you snip. These scissors are getting old. There we go. Now you can just twist it, and with the wire it helps it keep intact, so you don't really have to tie much. And next, to make the bow, I'm just gonna set it like this. To make the bow, and depending how big you want the bow, you have to kind of measure it out. So I want to make like a pretty big bow, and you're gonna kind of want to do like a circular thing, kind of like the things that you see like on the little Hot Wheels. And anyways, you're gonna want to go a little bigger than what half, I guess, like one of the little bunny ears are. So depending on how big you want your present bow to be, just kind of measure it out. So you have that, fold it in the middle. That's how big your ribbons are gonna be. So what a lot of people do is that they like to go around 6 times, and you can do that, or you can do more if you want to be super fancy about it. So let's see, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wow, this bow is like super crooked. And finally 6. And you're just gonna snip that off. And if these scissors could cut your wire, that'd be awesome. Okay, so you have something that looks like this. Now what I like to do, if it wasn't all so twisty, what I like to do is I just kind of like to squish it down. I'll go this way. No, I'll just stay this way. You squish it down like this. And you should have something that looks like a infinity sign. And you're just gonna scrunch this together and put it right in the middle of your other ribbon, and then you're just gonna tie a knot. Yeah, like so. And then what you do is that you just kind of like pull these out in all different directions. And you can just make them all puffy and pretty. This isn't the best gift I've ever wrapped, I'll tell you that. I'm sorry. And then for these ugly little edges, what you can do is that you could just kind of fold it in half. And if my scissors will hopefully work with me, I can make like a little, what is it called? Like a little dove's tail. So you just fold it in half, make sure it's not where the wires touch. Make sure it's like this side where it's just like pure ribbon. And you're just gonna want to cut at an angle. Please work with me. Yay, it worked. When you open it, you have your little dove's tail. And you can do it to this side too. so your ribbons don't look all crappy, you can twist them. I like to twist them. And just kind of like pop them out, like so. Or you can also like bend them and make them look like all, I don't know, like exciting. You can do either of those. So it could be like all swirly or like curvy. And there you go, you have a pretty gift. And you just get your little thing to write names on. Stick them wherever you want. I don't really like to show my notes often. I'll put mine, I'll just put mine right here on top, right beside the ribbon. And then you just write for who it's for and from who. And then you have it. You have a pretty gift.